All right, what is going on YouTube? More One Piece live action news. Well, I'm gonna keep the news portion of this video pretty short because I'm sure you guys already know or have heard that the Japanese voice actors from the original One Piece Japanese dub from the anime are going to be dubbing over the live action series from Netflix. So just to further elaborate, what that means is the original Japanese voice actors of the One Piece anime, if you guys watch One Piece in sub, those voice actors are going to be voice acting while dubbing over the voices of the One Piece live action series from Netflix for the people that want to watch the series in a Japanese dub as opposed to watching it in English with Japanese subtitles. And they announced this at Anime Expo, I believe, which I thought was pretty cool. I mean, I gotta say, the PR for this Netflix live action series has been phenomenal. The awareness to take this series to Anime Expo and like make it a big thing, and also announcing that like the original Japanese voice actors are going to be dubbing over the live action, series, like that's huge. That's so smart. The PR has been spot on, phenomenal, and like I gotta say, not only is this a really smart move, and it's probably gonna make a lot of One Piece fans excited, but this also does set the bar. It does set the standard a bit higher for future anime live action adaptations. Like this is pretty big. Like I gotta give it to them. This is a big step in the right direction. And it's something that doesn't necessarily have to happen for all anime live action adaptations. Like for example, the One Punch Man movie coming from Sony, like I feel like they don't need to necessarily get the voice actor of Saitama, like the original Japanese voice actor from him, to dub over the live action Saitama from the movie. Like they don't really need to do that. It's not like every anime series has to do that. But the reason why it works so well for One Piece is because One Piece has been around for a long time. It's kind of like a Dragon Ball or a Naruto, where fans of that series have been watching it for a long time, or at the very least have a lot to watch. So they have a lot to get used to that voice actor or voice actress of whatever character that, they like watching, right? For a series that has been around for over at least 5 years or longer, people will start to get attached to those characters and to the voices of those characters. So it is really nice of them to be like, hey, we're going to bring the original voices of those characters to these characters in some sort of fashion, in some kind of way, right? So now it kind of still feels like there's a piece of those characters still with us, still there. And I feel like that's such a genius and smart move. But again, it doesn't necessarily have to be something for every anime series, because for a series like One Punch Man, that's had 2 seasons, and those seasons aren't very long, there's not as much attachment to those characters and their voices compared to a series like One Piece or Bleach or Naruto or Dragon Ball. And in my opinion, I think One Piece is better in sub than in dub. So to actually bring the original voice actors that do the voice acting in sub is pretty cool. Now I'll talk a little bit more about just dubbing over live action series in general, because I do feel like when it comes to dubbing over live action series, most of the time, 99% of the time, it's garbage. It's usually garbage. And I hate watching live action series, live action movies, live action anything with a dub over it that's not the original. Like, to be honest, I would rather watch any language that they're speaking with subtitles as opposed to a dub. When it comes to anime, like, it's different. Anime English dub is usually pretty good. Like, sure, there have been flops in the past, but in all honesty, like, English dubs of anime have been pretty good. Like, in my opinion, there's a lot that are really good out there, and I feel like more so now, like, most English dubs of anime are pretty good when you compare it to like other dubs, like German dubs or Vietnamese dubs, stuff like that. Like, I'm not too sure, I don't speak those languages, but like for my friends that do speak those languages, they've told me that yeah, they are not the best. Anime, it's different. It's different when it comes to anime, but when it comes to live action dubs, like if you've ever watched a live action movie with another language dubbed over it, to me it just never feels right. It never looks as good, because when you're watching an anime and a character's mouth moves, right, it's still in animated form. It's still in form of art to where you can't necessarily see exactly how the mouths are moving. You still have that sort of boundary of suspense to where you can imagine that this mouth is actually saying what the dub is saying as opposed to, what they're actually saying, right? But when it comes to live action, you can very clearly see their mouths move, and you can very clearly tell that that's not what they're saying when a dub is, you know, over it. So it just feels very, very tacky, and it never looks good, and that's why I really don't like it. Like, to be honest, I would rather just watch it with subtitles, you know? Like, every time. I would rather watch it with subtitles every time over a dub in a different language when it comes to live action. That's just me. I don't know how you guys feel about it, but yeah, it's different when it comes to like anime or animated stuff, but live action stuff I feel like should almost never be dubbed. So I'm not gonna watch it in the Japanese dub, despite liking the Japanese voice actors and actresses of the One Piece anime. But yeah, I still think it's pretty cool that they're doing this, and you know, yeah, it's a nice little attention to detail, and like I said, it kind of sets the bar higher for future anime live actions, so that's pretty cool. But yeah, what did you guys think about anything I had to say in this video? Let me know in the comments below. Are you guys excited for them to be dubbing it in Japanese with the original voice actor and actresses of the One Piece anime, and are you guys going to be watching it in Japanese dub as opposed to the original English dub for the live action series? Let me know in the comments below. Please leave a like on the video and subscribe if you haven't already. That helps me out a ton. And as always, thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate it, and I'll see y'all in the next video.